This is the House of Parliament where men and women have sat for decades, making decisions that would affect all our lives. Do they really work in the interests of the people or themselves? They sit at the round tables, trying to decipher which way to turn. Is it left or is it right? Have the people benefited from those decisions? Our people have suffered for far too long. Change should not be a figment of the imagination, but reality. Every boy, every girl, every man, every woman are equally important. The market vendor joyfully sells her produce. The fish vendor skillfully uses his cutlass to cut the fish. Keep on working. Let your smile be your motivation. Build a community of brotherly and sisterly love. Don't give up on your dreams. Surround yourself with positive thinkers. Think big and keep on moving. Keep pushing the envelope. Yes, push that envelope until you have succeeded. You may have made many mistakes, but that is no reason to stop. Don't you dare give up. Get ready for that overflow. Get ready for that breakthrough. The overflow is coming. Showers of blessings. Stay cool. Stay calm. Stay collective. Ride the rough waves of life. Hold on to that rope tightly. Just keep working. Keep moving. Keep believing. Self-motivation. Good night, everyone. Welcome to Lies and Deceit, episode 4, season 2. However, I have a surprise for you. We are now the Republic Banana of the Caribbean. Today, our Prime Minister has decided to change our country into a banana republic. So we are going to get new passports. We are going to be different because we are now a banana republic. Hey, tell me how you guys feel about this. We are a banana republic. How are you tonight? How are y'all doing? How is everything? How was your day, people? Was your day exciting? What happened? Tell me, because today I got many messages, many messages where people were telling me about their sad stories. It's just unfortunate what is happening in our country. Very unfortunate. But you know what, people? We are alive and well, and I want to shout you guys out. Janice, hi. Curtie, hi. Margarita's here. Prisca is here. Mabel, thanks for your nice words to Akeem. Thank you guys. Yes, Akeem is really a phenomenal son, a phenomenal young man, a phenomenal student. And I'm looking good. Everything is looking good because of Akeem. So don't forget, the link is there. Go support and buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee. Because I'm here to tell you about Ray Charles, he cannot see. Ray Charles, he cannot see. We are now a republic. We are now a republic. Hey. Ray Charles cannot see. We are now a republic. Ray Charles cannot see. We are now a republic. Breadfruit is no more. Dashing is no more. C'est fait tout ça. C'est fait tout ça. Ray Charles tell me to eat banana, na na na. Ray Charles don't tell me. It's only boy I have to eat. Oh my God, Baba, Ray Charles, Easy Abu Dede. Ray Charles tell me only boy I must get. He tell me to take banana. What kind of prime minister would ask a decent woman to only take bois? I really wanna know what is wrong with Ray. The man only wants a decent woman like me to eat banana day in, day out, 24/7, 365 days a week. Boakai fini mwe. Ray Charles cannot see. The man wants a decent woman like me to take bois morning, noon, and night. Bois a la carte. Saksa. Hey, Ray Charles is really mad, people. Ray Charles cannot see. Ray Charles cannot see. Ray Charles asking me to take bananas morning, noon, and night. Ray Charles asked me to put that on my plate. Ray Charles cannot see. His body man want to give me. Ray Charles need to take the pink pill. Ray Charles can give me bois. Ray Charles bois too soft. I ain't one show them all. I ain't one show them all. Ray Charles cannot see. Ray Charles cannot see. Ray Charles cannot see. He wanna give bois. Hey, how y'all doing? Oh my God! Hey, let's just have some fun because this government, they're distressing me. I'm going hard tonight. The man want me to take bois morning, noon, and night. He changed our country into a republic. Batu. Bola. Voy me pasa kwe bola. Oh my God, I'm having too much fun. Trust me, I'm just having too much fun. Hey, how are y'all, my people? How are y'all tonight? How is everything tonight? People, we have so many things to talk about. Let me welcome Cyril Prudent and Phyllis, his wife, as a new member to Buy Me a Coffee. And as I have said to you, the link is there. The link is pinned to the page. Go support me. This takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. We have to be dynamic in that we have to be current. I can't come here and speak and tell you still news. I have to give you everything hot from the press. So last Friday, thanks to everybody who supported me. You guys are so phenomenal. Love y'all. You know, thank you. Become a member. So you support on a monthly basis. And I also, let me tell you, you people, you all just love me. Just now, what's going on with my iPad here? Let me see. Okay, I may have to clear my iPad because I'm not seeing your messages. And when I check my computer, I'm seeing so many of you bought me coffees. So I want to say good night to my girl D. Mrs. Doris Lamentine, thank you for the coffees. You are a darling. I miss you. I miss you and hubby Patrick. I don't know if you guys came for the season, but I know you have, the best of both worlds. Enjoy it. I hope hubby is good. I hope Patrick is doing good. Give him my love. Kiss, kiss, kiss him for me, please. And my girl Anisha, without fail, love you. Anisha, I saw when you had to go to work, it was like snowing like crazy, and some of you in the diaspora, we understand, it's a different atmosphere from us here. You have to get up early to go to work. I want to say, Anisha, I really appreciate you, darling, and thanks for the support. You're my girl. And as always, my girl, DB. What can I say about you, DB? What can I say about you? What can I say about you, DB? But I love you, girl. I've never met you, but ladies like you, Anisha, Doris, Miriam, and a lot of the other people who support me y'all just give me the strength to come back. I love y'all. I want to cry. Y'all get me emotional. And somebody sent me a message, and I'll read it to you. You see, I didn't see all those messages. My God, I didn't see all those coffees popped in. I don't know. I have to maybe restart my iPad. I didn't see them coming in. So somebody said to me, I'm going to read to you what the person said. I have to give my Buy Me supporters, I have to give them airtime on my show. I won't be here without them. Straight. You make my show. And the person said, bought me many coffees. And the person said, coffees warm up exercise prior to the show. When the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful. Malala Pusaze. I hope I pronounced that properly. That's the person, that's the quote from the person. And your voice matters right now. Whoever you are that sent that message, I just want to let you know, you have me feeling all warm and fuzzy inside, and thank you. Thank you. And somebody else bought me many coffees. The person didn't say their name, but if you're giving me all those coffees, give me a little nice wood tour, I love the coffees, but I love the encouragement. It really makes me feel awesome. So I want to thank you guys for all the coffees that you bought for me. The link is there. You can continue supporting and buying the coffees. And again, I want to welcome Sharon Prudence from her husband and herself for becoming a member. They became a member on my show on Friday. Now, people, we have a government. And as I've always said to you guys, and you guys know you know how I operate for the months you have been on my show. It doesn't matter. To me personally, it doesn't matter if my party has lost the general election. As I have always said, it is one to win and one to lose. Okay? However, whichever party that wins the general election, this person now becomes my prime minister, and by extension, the 180,000 people of St. Lucia, that person becomes our prime minister. However, many of us are feeling ashamed. Many of us are shamed. You know why? Because there is shame in the eyes of Philip J. Pierre and his government. One thing I have told my children, and I myself have practiced, is better you say the truth than lie. Even if the truth may hurt, you got to speak the truth. However, this government campaigned on lies and deceit. So what is happening now? They are very ashamed. Big men who are supposed to govern our country are acting like little children. Imagine I am now the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, and I am still in competition with the former Prime Minister. Now, God has a special way of working in our lives when your heart is clean, when you are pure, when you do not want bad for anybody. Now, when I look at my friend, Honorable Alan Michael Chasney, I will be honest with you. When I saw the number of COVID cases and what was happening in our country, and our Prime Minister, Philip J. Pierre, and Sean Edward, Minister of Education, and Moses Jean-Baptiste, Minister of Health, they sat there and did nothing. Like, I was crying out for them to shut the schools down. Parents were crying out, teachers, everybody were crying out for them to shut schools down, but they did not. And it really had me feeling down, like I am not somebody, I'm always upbeat, I'm not somebody that's worried or be depressed for nothing. But this was weighing heavy on my spirit. However, for some reason, I was just looking forward to the Right Honorable Alan Chasney's speech. I was looking forward to his speech so much. And let me tell you, Honorable Alan Chasney, he did not disappoint. His speech was eloquent. He was relaxed. Now, Alan Chasney took all the volley. He took all the licks that was given to him. And I must tell him, I appreciate that about him. All the mepui, all the sticks he got, he never retaliated. He kept his cool. And one thing I like about Alan Chasney, they may call him all sorts of names. When people attack you, it is common nature to retaliate. But if you listen to Honorable Alan Chasney's speech last night, his address last night, that address was cool and calm and collective. Honorable Alan Chasney was a joy to listen to. Honorable Alan Chasney came in and just wiped out any competition. And what I liked about his speech, he never bashed Philip J. Pierre in any harsh way. He was more embracing them and saying, you know, we have to work together. And if you need any assistance, you can call on the opposition members and we can assist you. But what I liked about his speech, he said, Alan Chasney said, not because I am not being vindictive and quarreling with you all because of all what you all have done for me. If you have done wrong, I will call you out. And this was just so beautiful about Alan Chasney. I saw a light at the end of the tunnel. I saw in this man what I really wanted to see as a leader. Alan Chasney is exercising great patience and great tolerance. Sir, I salute you. You must beget that cool and calm and collective behavior from the Almighty, because that doesn't come easily. When a man has been tormented like you, he usually ends up bitter. However, you're not. And many St. Lucians have started to regret, and many St. Lucians have started to realize that they have missed the mark. Alan Chasney, in his speech last night, really caused many people to just exhale. I exhaled last night. When I heard Honorable Alan Chasney, I'm like, my God. It's like God poured his anointing over this man tenfold. He was just cool, calm, and collective, focused, gave his speech, and in the end of his speech, the emotions started to flow. I saw it. People connect with people who feel for them. It is just like you have a husband or a wife, and this person is not touching your heart, feeling you when you are down. Alan Chasney felt the people. He had the heart of St. Lucians in the palm of his hand last night. He was willing and ready to nurture the people. This was the best speech I've ever heard delivered by Honorable Alan Michael Chasney. This was the best speech. And this is what we want. And we as mothers, we as women, we know when a man really cares for you, he puts his heart out there. And that is what Uncle Chas did. He put his heart on the table and he picked us up and cradled us. However, today became unmornal for me. Today became very unmornal for me. Excuse me. Imagine, as soon as Honorable Alan Chasney completed his speech last night, Philip J. Pierre decided that he's going to have a press conference. Let me tell you something. A heavy cloud hangs over our country as a result of Philip J. Pierre not being able to manage our country. Philip J. Pierre reminds me of a woman who had a great husband doing everything for her. Even the banana was working superbly. But Philip J. Pierre fooled her and went across to Philip J. Pierre. And when she reached over to Philip J. Pierre, he cannot deliver the goods. The banana is too soft. And nothing is happening. This is exactly what happened today at the press conference. His banana went very limp, and then he is asking us to eat banana morning, noon, and night. This man went ahead attacking Alan Chasney. Philip J. Pierre, you need to understand that you are the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Philip J. Pierre, Alan Chasney is now the leader of the opposition. You continue to attack him. We have a dire situation on our hands. The situation is this monstrous COVID, where you are doing a horrible job. Excuse me. You are doing a horrible job. The people who are suffering right now do not care with SLP or UWP. They care about their well-being. Honorable Sean Edward, how people, this government, I do not care what is your political affiliation, but this government right now, they are disrespecting the people of St. Lucia to the highest order. How can you have a press conference and the press conference is geared at attacking Alan Chasney, whereas we have a monster on our hands, which is COVID? COVID is destroying our country, and you come before the people of St. Lucia without any plans. Now, I am going to show you, okay, why they are arara, because they are afraid of what they saw outside the House of Parliament when Alan Chasney returned. Philip J. Pierre has his underwear tied in knots because he is fearful of Alan Chastney. Now, before I show you the video of why they are afraid of Alan Chastney, listen to the rubbish they are saying. Listen to the rubbish they are saying. Alan Chastney, and people, I am asking you to have emotional intelligence, be very smart. Sit and think for yourself in terms of what is best for you as a people. What they did, they played on the minds of the people of St. Lucia, of the voters, and said to them, Alan Chastney must go. Chastney must go. 3 words, and he went. Right now, they are in office, and they are campaigning instead of putting policies that would push our economy and the people of St. Lucia forward. They are still on a witch hunt, pushing the agenda that Alan Chastney must go. Alan Chastney is the leader of the opposition, and he is more prime minister material than Philip J. Pierre. Philip J. Pierre is not prime minister material, but let me tell you what has happened. They are very afraid. They are very afraid that Alan Chastney has gained so much momentum, and he has. Alan Chastney on the ground, people are saying, why did we vote that man out? We voted him out because of Chastney must go. So let me show you why they are afraid of Chastney. I will show you. So this is why they are afraid. They realize the love the people have for Chastney, because people realize what they did. Now, let me tell you something. A teacher messaged me today and said, so, I did vote SLP, but right now I am regretting. And this is why I'm telling you, people, stop voting on emotions. Vote on what is before you. Vote on what is before you. Everybody, they are regretting. A lot of people are regretting that they voted for Philip J. Pierre administration. Exactly. If somebody said, even my 95-year-old client saying PIP isn't PM material, and your 95-year-old client is absolutely right. This man is not prime minister material. No way, no shape, no how. Now, Alan Chastney, this is why people love him. Philip J. Pierre, get over yourself. Get over your naughty self. People love Alan Chastney. And people are now coming back. Let me tell you, I'm getting so many messages, so many this, so many that. I can't attend to everybody. But people are basically having buyer's remorse. They thought this government was going to do something better for them. So I just, Uncle Charles really gave me that warm, fuzzy feeling last night. I was on a high. I'm going to show you his quote, what he said. Alan Chastney had me on a high, on a serious high last night. And when you have a prime minister, and a prime minister must be able to stimulate the minds of their people to buy into their policies. We can't buy into anything Philip J. Pierre is doing. All he is doing is blaming Alan Chastney. This is all he is doing. Blaming Alan Chastney for every single thing. And listen to this quote. Look, the quote. We are going to show you the quote. And this is what our dear, the power in people is stronger than the people in power. Alan Chastanet just hammered them. Alan Chastanet just hammered them. The power in people is stronger than the people in power. Now, Alan Chastanet has been relentlessly attacked about the economy, stating that Alan Chastanet, he malmene our economy, which is a lie. Alan Chastanet was faced with a monster. And this is where I said the United Workers' Party was supposed to have a PR team that works 24/7. A PR team is one that sits and listens to all press conferences, all the lies, everything, and you go in there and you dissect it, and then you go get the facts and you blow them out of the water, which I am about to do in a bit. So, let's get the ball rolling. Remember, the link is there. Go buy your coffee, my people. You know, the pop-up will come up, so you would be able to see it, my sweet people. So, let us go to video 1 about the $7 million Philippe J. spoke about at his press conference this morning. I don't know what garbage press conference was that, but that was just all over the place. Sheer madness. So let us go to that clip about the $7 million and listen attentively, my people. Listen, if anybody is there trying to distract you under the live, forget them and focus on what this man is saying. I know you like to hear him, but we gotta hear what he's saying and debunk him.
Good governance, transparency, and accountability in the management of the finances of the country. Outlawing of the reckless practices of the former Minister of Finance when he sanctioned 9 months ago an advance of $7 million of taxpayers' funds for vaccines that have not been received by the people of St. Lucia.
So, you hear what he said? The reckless management of the country's finances by Alan Chastanet. He said the man handled our finances recklessly. Now, as I have said to you all, get ready for the graph, as the bar chart, as I have said to you all, Alan Chastanet and boy, the Labour Party, I will be honest with you, I will never vote for y'all. Y'all can change all the men there. I will never vote for y'all. Y'all will have to start a new party for me to vote for y'all. And I will tell you why I will never vote for y'all. I will never vote for y'all because you lied. You lied to the people of St. Lucia. You lied to the people of St. Lucia tremendously, right? I need the one, the bar chart with the GDP increasing, right? Y'all have basically lied to the people of St. Lucia, telling the people of St. Lucia that Alan Chastanet recklessly, can I get that one? Yeah, recklessly handle our finances, which is a lie. Now, as we are going to see, people have a look. Have a look at this chart. It is right in front of you from 1990 to 2020. This chart gives you a snapshot as to how our debt has increased over the years. So if you go to the far right of the screen, you are going to see that in 1990, just zoom in something here, that in 1990, our debt was 736 million. right? So it is showing us the debt per capita was 736 million, meaning for every person in St. Lucia, each of us carried a debt of $736. In 1990, our debt in millions was 99 million. So in 1990, our debt was 99 million, and for everybody in St. Lucia, each of us had to carry $736 of the debt. Multiply that by the number of people in St. Lucia. So let us carry on. So 1991, the debt rose to 121 million. 1992, it rose to 150 million. 1993, 157 million. 1994, 169 million. 1995, 174 million. So you see, every year the debt has increased. So when they come in to lie to y'all just drinking it, hook, line, and sinker without researching. I am here to debunk Philip J. Pierre. 1995 increased 174 million. 1996, 190 million. 1997, 219 million. Let's go up. 1997, that is when Kennedy Anthony became Prime Minister of St. Lucia, the young boy on the block. Okay? So, it is painful to watch, Miriam, very painful to watch, but it is reality. I have to show them that these men who come in our faces in the camera and lie, I have to debunk them. So from 1997, look at it, in 1996 it was 190 million, it rose to 219 million. 1998 it rose to 258 million. 1999 it rose to 266 million. That's all the time Kenny is there. So he is saying Shasta is the one who came and handled our economy bad, fiscally bad, or Shasta is the one recklessly, man harsh, Shasta is the one who recklessly handled our country. No, I showing them. I debunking y'all. If Flabo done that all now, so you're stealing power and I wouldn't have to be doing that. Okay, so from 1997, got Kenny, 219 million. 1998, 258 million. 1999, 266 million. You see how it's increasing? Pierre Lupier. 2,303 million. Pierre, where you? Somebody tag the banana man. Yeah, Minister of Banana. Minister of Limpo. 2001, 340 million. Can he kill lie? He carries. 2002, 441 million. 2003, 451 million. Can you kill lie? 2004, 529 million. Hey y'all. 2005, 590 million. 2006, 669 million. So, 2006, 616 million. So, I want Kenny Anthony to explain to me, or Philip J. Pierre, why our debt increased so much. It increased under Kenny, because Flubber won in 2006, so you still have to take the 2006 figure as theirs. So, for every person in St. Lucia, each of us carried a burden of $3,711. So each of us per capita had to carry that heavy load. Where Philip J. Pierre, y'all were there, that's 10 years there, and you did not decrease the debt. Stop lying to the people of St. Lucia. Now, from 2006, Flobo was in power, so let's go from 2007. 654 million, 669 million, 2009, 717 million, 2010, 787 million, 2011, 867 million. So in 2011, this is Flobo, the debt increased, and each of us carried a debt per capita burden on our backs of $5,190. So Flobo lost, right? And then Labour came back in power. Pierre, hush your mouth. The man is ridiculous for a prime minister. Stop blaming people and get to work. If you cannot work, get out. Get out. So in 2012, right? Exactly. SLP had no disasters during that time, but in 2006 to 2011, Flobo had a lot of disasters. We had a lot of troughs. We had a lot of this. We had a lot of that. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yes, you're very correct. You're very correct on that. And in 2011, we go in, eh? So let's go 2012. Kenny, 971 million. Each of us had to carry a debt of 5,746 on our back. Philip J. Pierre, tell me how Alan Chasney handled our economy recklessly. Man, I am here to debunk you. I am here to show that you are a liar. I, Soraya Louise Alexander, can never vote for this party. You're lying too much. Y'all told people that Alan Chasney was lying. But you know what? The devil taught Philip J. Pierre how to lie. I do not come here to lie on people. I just show you the figures and debunk you. Bury you. Now, in 2012, 971 million increase. Each of us was carrying a debt on our back for $5,746. In 2013, 1 million. Sorry, it's 1 million. Sorry, 1 point. I like that. In 2013, who was in power? Who presented the first $1 billion budget? If you know the answer, write it underneath my live for me. Who was the first prime minister to introduce a $1 billion budget? Write the answer. I'm waiting to see. Who? The first prime minister to introduce a $1 billion budget is, drum roll, Kenny D. Anthony. So when this man wants to come to you and tell you that Alan Chasney put the country in $1 billion debt, do not mind him. The figures do not lie, and I'm not here lying to you. That's right, Jazz. Kenny was the one who increased our debt $1,031 million. Right? Each of us had to carry a debt of 6,028 on our back. In 2014, $1,093 million. Each of us had to carry a debt of 6,316 on our back. Where is Philip J. Pierre, the banana man? Tap him for me, somebody. Tap him, tag him.
We want our country and our lives to return to Mornal.
We cannot have our country and lives returning to Mornal because we have an unMornal Prime Minister blaming Philip JP. The people on my life like this, Anthony Mondesi, I know where you come from talking how much gibberish, right? The facts are there, and it pains me that the facts are being presented. The facts are being presented, and Anthony Mondesi still lives under a rock. Still lives under a rock. You need to sit and listen. The figures are there. So when you tell me it's Alan Shastney that brought us to the 1.5 billion, you must be insane. It started with Kenny. The first $1 billion in debt started with Kenny in 2013. 1,031,000,000. It started with Kenny Anthony. No, leave him because I want him to learn and I want y'all to deal with him under there. So 2013, we had the 1 billions piling up until 2016. They left for Uncle Shas a debt of 1,146,000,000. That's the debt they left for Uncle Shas. So you see, every administration that comes in, the debt is increased. So when he left in 2016, each of us had to carry a debt of $6,365 on our backs. Somebody tap Anthony Mondesi, put some sense into him. Put some sense. That's why I tell you, when y'all come to take me on, come with facts. These are facts. The facts don't lie. And let us go on. So from 2016, I am going to show you where this man lied. 2016 was 1.146 billion. That is as a result of Kenny. So 2017, Shas had 1.210. In 2018, Shas had 1,248. And in 2019, Shas had 1,302. However, if you look at the figures, let's be realistic. If you look at the figures from 2016, not 2016, let's look at the figures from 2011, going all the way to 2019. Shas had the country under control. The debt increased in 2019, 1.302. However, each of us had to carry a debt of $7,121 on our back. But in 2020, these were strange times. COVID hit, and the only way Shastney could have prevented many deaths and many people causing crimes, killing each other, people are just dying like flies, was to borrow. So obviously, that would increase our debt because we had no significant revenues coming in, right? Tourism had taken a hit of hundreds of millions of dollars. So what was Alan Shastney supposed to do? What was Alan Shastney supposed to do? So I am here to tell Philip J. Pierre. So in 2020, because of all the borrowing, which went to 1,550,000,000, each of us have to carry a debt of $251. But I just want you to realize that Philip J. Pierre is a bloody liar. This man is a liar. So let us go again. When you're doing your homework, look from 2010 to 2019, and you would realize our debt was significantly on par with the other years the SLP was in office. 2020 was strange, but this Prime Minister, Alan Shastney, the monies he took was to help the people of St. Lucia. So when this man comes to speak about that Alan Shastney mismanage our economy, they are bloody liars. Because I've just showed it to you that every administration have increased the debt. And as I've always said to you, small island developing state ain't got resources, right? Their economy is not diversified. Hence, this is why we keep borrowing, and the big countries and the loaners feel sorry for us because we ain't got nothing, so they give us loans that's stretching from here to Jamaica and give us low interest rate to pay, because that's how we survive. How the hell do you all think we survive? Now, I'm going to show you, we're going to the pie chart. I am going to show you the pie chart. And the civil servants, let me just put you on notice if you don't know. I think, a little birdie told me, right? A little birdie told me that, just give me a minute here. A little birdie said to me that an offer was made to the union in that to decrease the salaries of the civil servants, but I think the unions were not in agreement with that, and the unions pushed back on Philip J. Pierre. And I have said that to you because a lot of y'all just watch things. If it's somebody mate in their panty, hair, breast out, bum out, you're all in it, but you're not checking for yourself. And this is one of the reasons I didn't vote for Philip J. Pierre, because I heard him when he was in the House of Parliament, and he said one of the first things he's going to do is to reduce the civil servants. Look what Labour do, y'all. Look what Labour do, y'all. Boy, Sasho. So one of the main things he said was to reduce the civil servants. Now, as you could see with the chart on the screen, okay, civil servants, their salary accounts for 35%. If you look at the pie chart, they are the biggest burden, the biggest expenditure to any government, whether it's UWP or SLP. But Alan Shastney was trying to be very effective in keeping y'all in a job. But y'all really torment him. Y'all didn't want to take the bonds. Y'all didn't want to take this. Y'all wanted y'all money. And he tried. So when they tell you he malmele the economy, is to ensure y'all got y'all salary. Look what Labour do, y'all. So $574.41 million in wages and salary accounts for 35.1, the biggest expenditure of all the expenditures. So when I said to y'all that Philip J. Pierre was going to cut the civil service, y'all thought I was lying? No, Soso wasn't lying. And Philip J. Pierre also wants to streamline the civil service. So when he went and he told, just give me a minute, when he went and he told the unions that, the unions pushed back on him. The union said to him, they're not gonna do that. So many of the teachers, many of the civil servants are not aware of that, but I am aware of it. So all of y'all that went to vote for Alan Shastney, thinking the white man was the devil, the white man was not the devil. The white man was actually protecting you, the people of St. Lucia, from things like that, right? So he is ready to decrease your salary. Now, in all honesty, the country cannot sustain a $574 million every year like that. We do not have the funds. We do not have the capacity. However, he said it in the House of Parliament, but y'all didn't hear. I told y'all that, but y'all didn't listen. So we are in serious trouble. So what he proposed to the unions, right, to decrease the teacher's salary, the civil servants' salary, everybody's salary, but they rejected it. And Philip J. Pierre's plan is to streamline the civil service. Okay, so a lot of you will be at your home. But a lot of the unions and whoever do not agree with Philip J. Pierre. They are doing actually the opposite of what they're asking him to do. So, civil servants, I wanted to show you the burden Alan Chasney carried. He carried that burden. He carried y'all in his womb. In his arm, not his womb, in his arm. He carried y'all like a mother. He carried y'all. He nurtured y'all. Y'all gave him mepi. Y'all do not want the bonds. But right now, they are ready to streamline and cut y'all. Wait for it. Look what Labour do, y'all. Look what Labour do, y'all. Labour wanges out. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now, video number 2. Philip J. Pierre lied so much this morning. I just don't understand how a man who calls himself the Prime Minister lies like that. And some of the, let me tell you, what kind of press conference was that? This young chap from Hot TV, I think, Hot TV 7, this young chap was asking this dude question, this Prime Minister, and the man could not answer the question. I feel so ashamed for my country. I care. We need to go back to the polls because I want to be happy in my country, but Philip J. Pierre is a madman. I will show you. I am just here to debunk him. That's what I'm here to debunk him. Come for me. Come for me, Philip J. Pierre, and tell me like, Mila, you lying to the people of St. Lucia like you did when it was election. Listen to that tape, my people. Listen.
Karim Nelson, Hot 7. With regards to the radical investment vaccine issue, you mentioned that EC $2 million.
Yeah, so it is just ridiculous. Okay, we're trying to get this tape, right, with this guy. It is just ridiculous that Philip J. Pierre did not answer the young man's question, what he asked him. He did not answer it. And then he went on and he blamed Alan Chasney again. That is what he did. The young man's questions were not answered. Right, and we will play that tape for you to hear. Just give us a minute, we'll get it for you. We're going to play that tape for you. I'm hearing it. Yeah, I'm hearing it. Yeah. Okay, just give us a minute, people. Okay, guys, that tape with him, we don't know what's the issue with him, but he went and he asked the young guy. The young guy asked him about what are his plans, what he plans to do for the country in terms of COVID. But what Philip J. Pierre decided to do, Philip J. Pierre decided to tell the young man that Alan Chasney broke all the procurement laws, that Alan Chasney took $7 million and just gave it away. Alan Chasney did not take $7 million and just gave it away. Alan Chasney took the $7 million to assist the people of St. Lucia. We were in COVID. We were in a crisis in that no country was giving Alan Chasney money. Now he said that Alan Chasney broke the laws. So we are going to show you the nonsense he said, and I am going to debunk him.
Karim Nelson, Hot 7. With regards to the radical investment vaccine issue, you mentioned that EC $2 million had been recouped out of the $7 million. My questions, why only $2 million thus far? Is that part of the arrangement with radical investment? And which agency is acting on behalf of the government in trying to recoup that money? and what efforts are being made to recoup the total balance?
First of all, the first question you must ask is, why were the procurement laws in the country broken by the former Minister of Finance when he sanctioned that payment? If that behavior was not that reckless, there would have been no reason to do that, because the procurement law states clearly in the Public Procurement Act the percentage of money that must be spent in any emergency procurement, that this percentage of money that must be given in advance. That means the former Minister of Finance was reckless when he put the taxpayers of the country at risk, when he spent $7 million, money that could be used for computers for the young people of St. Lucia, money that could be used to buy medication in the hospitals, money that could be used to extend the welfare payments to the poor people of the country, money that could be used for the distressed fund. When in his reckless behavior, he spent $7 million. He ordered that $7 million be spent for vaccines that have never arrived in St. Lucia. The government is using its best efforts to return, for the person who was given the money, to return it to the people of St. Lucia, to return it to the treasury. But our issue is, first of all, that behavior was uncalled for. And the people of St. Lucia must never forget this act of recklessness and immaturity by the former Minister of Finance, when he should have known, if he didn't know, he should have known that you cannot break the procurement rules and advance money, so much money, in a country that was in a pandemic. All I can answer you is that we are using our best efforts to get that money returned to us as soon as possible opportunity.
The man cannot even say procurement. Oh, St. Lucians must never forget. St. Lucians must never forget. St. Lucians. What is wrong with this man? Is he still in campaign mode? Philip J. Pierre, Soraya Louise Alexander, who have lived in this country for 52 years, I am going to tell you that you're a liar. Alan Chasney did not, and I repeat, did not break any laws in terms of the procurement. And I'm going to show you the document to prove that Philip J. Pierre is a liar. Richard Frederick used to say, Chasney is a liar. Richard Frederick, Philip J. Pierre is a liar. A bombastic liar. That's what he is. Blood-clot liar. I cannot sit by and just allow you all to lie. I cannot do that. Right? So Philip J. Pierre, Alan Chasney was within his rights. Now let me explain to you. We have a government that is very, very, very wicked. A government that is very, very wicked. Because we are right now confined to our homes illegally. You cannot be confined to your homes unless there is a state of emergency. Presently, we have no state of emergency. So, Philip J. Pierre, when you are quick, fast, and in a hurry to say that Alan Michael Chasney was reckless in going and get $7 million and just give it away and breaking the procurement laws, you are lying, because the state of emergency was in effect and the COVID-19 Prevention and Control Act kicked in. So my people, as you may see on your screen, power to waive procurement rules. Listen to that. Let me just go here where I see it a little bigger. Just give me a minute. Okay, let me read it from here. Okay. So I am going to read to you power to waive procurement rules. 12.1. In the interest of protecting the public safety and public health, the minister may, after consultation with the minister responsible for finance, back then that minister was Honorable Alan Michael Shastney, right? By order published in the Gazette, which they themselves put everything in the Gazette and not having press conferences with the people to inform the people what is happening. They put everything in the Gazette now at Wepoko. But Shas was always having press conferences. So by order published in the Gazette, waive the application of any rules of law governing the procurement of goods and services. Millie Semunla, Millie Philippe J. Pierre Kamati, Nomsa Kamati. This man is a liar, and anybody who lies, they are not to be trusted. They try to make you believe that Alan Shastney was the liar. He was the liar. He was the liar. Whereas they were the ones lying. Whereas they were the ones lying. So let us read that again. So when he said that Alan Shastney was reckless, Alan Shastney had to take a risk. COVID was new in 2020 to everybody. He took the $7 million to save lives, to go get vaccine, to save lives. That's what he did. He didn't take the $7 million and give it to friends, family, and foreigners. He did not do that. He used the $7 million for the people of St. Lucia, because all other countries, the United States, Canada, England, were also faced with this monster, and they had to source vaccine, and they were not giving Charles any vaccine, and he could not buy the vaccine as St. Lucia. He had to buy it through a special firm in order to source the vaccine. So do not let Philip J. Pierre Mate fool you. This man is a liar. So you can see, in the interest of protecting the public safety and public health, the minister may, after consultation with the Minister of Finance, by order published in the Gazette, waive the application of any of the rules governing the procurement of goods and services. So I am here to show you that Philip J. Pierre is clueless. He doesn't know how to move our country forward. So what he is doing, he is blaming Alan Shastney. I also heard him say that he is in the process of preparing the 2022-2023 budget. You cannot blame Alan Shastney for the 2022-2023 budget. You are now the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. You are now the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. So you have to have policies in place for the betterment of our country, which you have none. So I am predicting they are going to give you a gorget budget and blame Alan Shastney. You all have just started to suffer under this wicked government. Anybody who lies to me, I want nothing to do with you. And me, we have these men in the highest positions in our country. We have a lying Prime Minister. We have a lying Prime Minister. So I am giving you food for thought. Now, my people, the banana video, I want to ask Philip J. Pierre. I want to ask Philip J. Pierre if he is the one telling me what to put on my plate. Imagine a reporter ask, and let me tell you, I looked at these reporters today, right? I looked at these reporters today, And I kind of felt really sorry for them. The reporters were, I will tell you, there's a word, right? Those reporters were screened. Their questions were screened. They could not ask anything freely. The young man from Carib Hot FM, he asked his question, but you could see that they were restrained. Then Mr. Bomber asked his, trying to be all haughty and think crap questions, because Philip JPM all crap. I ain't time for these people. And then Primus come and ask his question, more job. Primus there like a little puppy tea asking. You could see they walking lightly on eggshells around Philip J. Pierre. When it was Chasney, you always telling him he hold his mother clothes, go and hang his mother clothes under the house. You always tell him go here, go there. But Philip J. Pierre walking on eggshells. Our ass is catching in this country. And the media, the journalists are not asking the correct question. This is crazy. This is crazy. And imagine, they are walking on eggshells. They used to tell Alan Chasney, malmene Alan Chasney, because, you know, they want to get him. Why all of y'all mouth shut. Philip J. Pierre, I'm holding you accountable, because you are not going to mash up our country, destroy our country, and tell me go and eat fig. Man, you cannot even, you know, people, we in trouble. We need to get this government out, I'm telling you, clean. Because number one, he said until COVID came, he never realized the importance of the tourism industry. Then, right now, he does not even understand the agriculture industry. He is asking us and all the young people to go and eat fig. How can I, as a mother, give my children fig every day? You need to create an economic environment where mothers, fathers can go out and earn a living and provide for their children. You want to tell me give my children fig every day? Where the backs to put on the fig? This man is not Mornal. Let's listen to the rubbish he was saying.
So nous to casala. So ça is affaire fig là. Et nous ka verti moun pour si nous ça manger plus fig en pays faire tout l'autre qualité dish fig pie, banana bread bail comme ça en pays. Nous savons si nous savons faire jeune monde manger plus fig parce que nous savons fig sont bail qui bon avec potassium bail comme ça fig. En l'autre
we want our country and our lives to return to Mornal.
Imagine this man is telling us to eat fig. He wants the young people to eat fig because it giving them potassium. Man, only one fig we want to eat, you know. We don't want to eat fig morning, noon, and night. Only one fig we as women does eat morning, noon, and night. We don't want to eat that fig morning, noon, and night. We don't want that Philip J. Pierre. It's not my fault if you are dysfunctional and the banana is very soft. It's not my fault. Can you believe this man? This man is saying he wants the young people to eat banana. Now let us put the menu. Are we done with this video? Let us put the menu. The kind of menu he wants me and you to eat. The man wants us to eat banana because, you know, nobody loves soft banana. Everybody likes the banana very hard. So this man is telling us to eat soft banana. What is wrong with this man? We the ladies do not want soft bananas.
God have mercy upon us.
You You're doing injustice to our men. You're asking us to go. Man, step aside. Step aside. Uka di nou manje fig me. Fig ki soft. Ki moun ki vle fig ki soft nom. Put yourself in a corner and drink a bowl of water. You can keep eating your soft banana and mind your business. You're not going to come to us and tell us to eat soft banana fig me la. Look at the menu. Look at the menu. Nom sa avle nou manger tout sort kalte magie. Just so with peep. Somebody call peep. Peep for me. So the PM is saying that the young people need to eat more green fig to revive the banana economy. Party! Why? The PM is saying that the young people need to Why? Imagine the man is telling the young people, hey, I have young people, and let me tell you, they like the nice little restaurant foods with all the nice little this and that. How am I going to give them fig every day? Now the menu he's telling all the young people are laughing at this man, right? This man is telling us that we must have barbecue green fig. Why? Why? The man is telling us we must have sweet and sour green figs. Jug green fig. Sharon, when I come to, I know you're in Connecticut, but when we go to Jamaica, we have to get some jug green figs. Any Jamaicans on my life, please tell me, how do we make jug green fig? Then you have green fig kebab.
God have mercy upon us.
Sylvia say her belly hurting. Why? Salopte, Lodi Sharon, salopte, ma'am. Exactly, Philippa. Young people don't even eat green fig. And let me tell you how they eat it. They eat with the green fig salad with the saltfish and all the nice little things in it. That's how they eat it. So green fig salad, they will eat it, but they don't want the green fig salad all the time. The man tell us to make green fig pie. I like guate with Christopher. With Christopher. The man tell the people make fig vet au gratin. My belly hurts. The man tell the people to make fig vet. Oh my God.
We want our country and our lives to return to Mornal.
And then for the drinks, he said green fig punch. When we finish there, we grin so much we don't know what happened to us. The green fig menu, what is wrong with that, Prime Minister, people? What is wrong? So let me tell you, on that menu, I would not be able to feed my family because they would only want green fig salad once and that's it. Imagine the man is telling the young people. So let me tell you people, on a serious note, the reason why they are not taking this pandemic seriously is because they do not care. Look, this man is telling the young people the way he's going to revive the economy is for St. Lucians to continue eating bananas. Is this man okay in his head? The man not even listening to Dr. Sharon Belma with her scientific information, but you want to come and tell me, you can't even govern our country, you want to come and tell the young people that green fig give them potassium? Don't you know too much potassium is not good for the kidney? And this is why I'm saying this man is a mad scientist. And we are going to, all jokes aside, we are going to continue to suffer because this man apparently does not take advice. The the command center or Dr. Sharon Belma and her team, I will never believe that they are the ones giving this man wrong information. I believe this man is doing what he wants, and our country is about to go into a serious depression because of him. People, again, this is not about SLP or UWP. It is about a man who cannot manage our country. Our country is on the brink of disaster. And it is very, very, very painful when you find you have people, I don't know, teachers are reaching out to me to say, a staff member at a school in the South was tested positive for COVID. The ministry was informed early enough, but kept on dragging its feet. So teachers took it upon themselves to get tested today. Children were already at school, and parents had to be called to get their children. And Sean Edward, minister of Ganja, is saying to the people of St. Lucia, they are looking at the situation, and when it gets worse, he's going to close school. Boy, sit your ass down and drink a bottle of water, because you are playing with the lives of the future. You and Philippa speak to a youth economy. However, a youth economy starts at early childhood, and y'all are killing our children. And the audacity of Sean Edward to say, until the situation worsens, you are going to leave school open. Imagine a teacher who voted for SLP said, I was one who was all for face-to-face, but with the way, Miss Alexander, with the way it is going now, they need to shut down school. But you see, they do not have the money. They do not have the money, because he is saying the $7 million, Shas took a risk to get vaccine. He is saying he needs that money to buy laptops and other things. This man is a joker. I do not care. I am ready to go back to the polls and put people who can govern my country, because this is serious. This is serious, what is happening. So the parent went on, or the teacher went on to tell me, the health center was filled with teachers from Labrie Girls, Salty Buzz, Viewfort Comprehensive, and Plainview. So we have a serious situation in the South. They called me to tell me. Okay, and there's an outbreak in Plainview, and temporary teachers are being threatened to pay for a rapid test as school must not close. How dare you threaten people? It is about lives and livelihood. Alan Chasney never did that. He took every precaution to protect the youth, the children of St. Lucia, while y'all are threatening and destroying our young people and our teachers. This is a communist government. This is a government that is ready to rule with a rod of iron. God is watching. Grade 1 and 4 at Labrie Girls had to be closed as the teachers had to be tested today. Right? It is really bad with COVID, and I will take your advice and keep my children home. So parents are heeding my advice, because I've been talking, because and the person said thank you very much. Because I will not ask you to do something that I would not do. And basically, I personally did not send my child to school when COVID outbreak was 43 on the Sunday. So I'm not telling you to do things that I would not do. And they're telling me the Ave Maria school, right, short staff, because teachers have been testing, principals have been testing, and what they're asking the teachers to do, the teachers right now, because the classroom do not have the required teacher to attend to them, they're asking the other teachers to take those children who are not attended to and to put them in their classes to teach them. Sean Edward, the ganja are working. You need to get up from your laurel and do what is right to save our children. Let me tell you something, people. This Omicron is very nasty. It's yuck. You know, when you have a dirty cold, this thing is yuck, but it's very contagious and very deadly. It's very yuck, very contagious. So you people have to be extremely careful, and I am warning you, right? And I'm getting information from medical personnel, teachers, tooth moon, because you know what they're saying? They're saying, so you are the only one. You are the only one that speak on our behalf. You are the only one that is bold to speak. I am warning y'all to leave your children at home. Many schools, many schools have issues with this virus. Anthony, what's his name? Anthony Mondaisy, or his name passed. Just let me see if I see his name. Yeah, look, Sharon is saying most schools in the USA closed, and then somebody else told me schools in Canada have closed. So basically, we have a prime minister that doesn't care. He doesn't care with the people of St. Lucia. So y'all need to keep I am warning y'all, keep your children home, because if you don't keep your children home, you are going to find yourself in serious problems. This just cannot be right, people. This just cannot be right. There are many schools, and I don't know if it's a ministry or if people were threatened, but there are many schools where the teachers are being threatened to keep it hush-hush. So, it is very, very important right now that you parents, you take a stand against this. This man was talking, Philip J. Pierre is a clown. Met has nothing to offer the people of St. Lucia. Philip J. Pierre is a clown. Philip J. Pierre is saying today at his press conference, he is saying today, oh, the police force, you need to do better to stop crime. You need to do better. Same helpless attitude. This man is not ready to push our country forward. Because if you're in a situation and you realize that you are helpless, you go outside your borders and look for help. You go outside your borders and get recruits, get people from different countries, the Navy SEAL, the RSS, whatever they call them. You get them to come and assist. We are, honestly, people, Philip J. Pierre was very depressing today. There was no hope in his speech. And one of the reporters asked him about the school. He said, oh, they have a consultation. They have a consultation. After the consultation, we're going to let you know. How can you do a press conference to come to bash the leader of the opposition? You are very jealous of the leader of the opposition. You are very... like when you see him, all yourself scratching you like ticks all over you. You are very jealous of the man. He is no longer the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. He is the leader of the opposition. You are the Prime Minister and you're still jealous of him. It's like people that living in $1 million house and somebody living in their little plywood for $5,000 and still jealous of that person. Philip J. Pierre has an unnatural obsession with Alan Chasney. You see it yellow, you thought it was butter. You knew very well you did not have the capacity to govern our country. You are making an Mornal mess with our country, and we are not going to stand for this. We are going to come against you, and tomorrow I am coming with more fire to drop in your hole, because the banana you want me to eat, the green fig, that's not the banana we want. We do not want that banana. We don't want no fig vet puma henom. What is wrong with that man? Nu pavle banan sala. You see, because you limp, you want us to eat limp banana. We don't want limp banana. No, nu pavle sa. tomorrow is more fire in the hole. Now, my people, it's 10 o'clock. I love y'all. Thanks for listening. See ya tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.